Hello aspirants, I welcome you all to your own channel Uniform Forces. This is going to be the part 2 of the history section, the most important chapters from history. So today we will be doing the most important chapters from Spectrum. Spectrum is for modern history. Okay, let's begin. So Spectrum is for modern history. Under this, we should start from chapter number 5. Now chapter number 5 is about the expansion and consolidation of British power in India. Under this you need to do only few things like the important battles, and important battles are like Battle of Bengal, Battle of Plassey, Battle of Madras, and then Maratha. Okay, so that is important. After this, it is chapter number 7. So chapter number 7 is the revolt of 1857. Okay. After this, chapter 9. Chapter 9 is a general survey of social cultural reform movement. So this is very important. Then chapter number 11. Chapter number 11 is Indian National Congress. So its foundation and the moderate phase. After this, chapter number 12. Chapter number 12 is era of militant nationalism. Then chapter number 14. So chapter 14 is First World War and nationalist response. So in this the home rule leagues are important, Lucknow session is important, and the Lucknow pact between Congress and the Muslim League. So that is important. After this, chapter number 15 and chapter number 16. So chapter 15 is emergence of Gandhi and chapter 16 is non-cooperation movement and Khilafat Andolan. So the part where Gandhi comes into the picture in modern history, that becomes very important from exam perspective. So that's why these are two most important chapters. After that, chapter number 17. Chapter 17 is emergence of Swarajist, socialist ideas, revolutionary activities and other new forces. Okay, after that you can skip chapter number 18. Moving on to chapter 19. Chapter 19 is civil disobedience movement and roundtable conferences. Then you can skip the in between chapters like 20, 21 and 22 and can come directly on chapter number 23. 23 is Quit India movement, demand for Pakistan and the INA. Again, it is important because of the Quit India movement. Then chapter number 24. Okay, so chapter number 24, under this you need to do only the cabinet mission part. Cabinet mission is important. Then chapter 25. So 25 is independence with partition. Again, it is important. Okay, so after this there is chapter 26. Under this, constitutional, administrative and judicial developments are given. So you need to make sure that what are the provisions under different acts, like the Regulating Act of 1773, then Pitt's India Act, then different charter acts and the Indian Council Acts. Okay, so these become important. Then after this, chapter number 27. So in 27, there's a survey of British policies in India. So you can have a look like what are the different outcomes of the policies of British. Okay, after this, chapter 30. Chapter 30 is development of education. So different commissions and committees were set up for this. So you need to go through those commissions, whatever their recommendations from in different sectors they have given, like for primary education, then for secondary, for college education. So you need to go through all that. After this, there is chapter number 31. Okay, so 31 is peasant movements. Okay, different movements like Indigo, Pabna, Agrarian Leagues, Deccan Riots. So Eka movement, Mapila movement, you need to go through all those things. Okay, so let me tell you from the appendices part. So appendices is very important. Make sure that while going for your examination, you just have a quick look in the appendices part. What all appendices are important, let me tell you. So this is from appendices. Appendix 2. So appendix 2, in this there are various governor generals and viceroys. Under them they have done different kind of works. So some becomes very important, some events become very important. Like under Warren Hastings, it is there came the Regulating Act, okay, then Pitts India Act. So these kind of things are given here. You don't need to go for all the governor generals or viceroys. There are only some importance like Warren Hastings, then Cornwallis, then Lord Wellesley, then Lord Hastings, William Bentinck, Dalhousie, Canning, okay, then Lord Lytton, Lord Ripon, Lansdowne, Lord Curzon, Chelmsford, Lord Irwin, Lord Linlithgow, and Wavell, and then Mountbatten. So these are some of the important ones. Then in appendices 3, so there have been different Congress sessions, and the first 4 are very important. So after this you need to do only some important ones where some important event has taken place or some important outcome has taken place, like the session of 1907 when there was Surat split, okay, then the Congress session where Mahatma Gandhi was presiding. So there are some important ones. And then like 1917 where Annie Besant was the first woman to preside this meeting. Then from India it was the 1925 session where Sarojini Naidu presided the Congress session. So these become some important sessions. So make sure that you don't skip them. You can just mark over here and then make your notes from them, or you can just simply mark here and revise them again and again. After this, the appendices 4. In this appendix, there are social religious reform movements. So previously we had a chapter on it. So you can come directly here and everything is given here, like what peoples were associated with it and what were the nature of this kind of association and what were the outcomes of it. So you can do some important ones like the Brahmo Samaj, then Young Bengal movement, Dharm Sabha, Wahhabi movement, and Radha Swami movement, Deoband School, then Prarthana Samaj, Arya Samaj, Theosophical Society, Dakkan Education Society, okay, Dev Samaj, Ahmadiyya movement, Ramakrishna Mission, Servants of Indian Society, Bharat Stri Mandal, Social Service League, Indian Women's Association. So these are some of the important ones. After that, so then it is appendix 5. You can actually skip this appendix. Then this is appendix 6. Now this appendix is important because it relates to the caste movements. So there are certain important ones like Satyasodhak Samaj, Satyasodhak movement, Justice Party movement, Self-Respect movement, Congress Harijan movement. Okay, so those are important. Then 7 appendix is also important because it relates to the movements done by peasants, the farmers. So important ones like Titu Mir movement, Pagalpanthi movement, Mopla uprising, Indigo revolt, Phadke Ramosi uprising. There was a question on it. Then Pabna agrarian uprising, Champaran, Kheda and Bardoli, Eka movement, Bakasht movement, Tebhaga movement. So these all are important. Okay, after that, last is the appendix. Last is appendix 8. So under this there are journals and newspaper by freedom fighters. So make sure that you don't skip some of the important journals given by Raja Ram Mohan Roy. For example, the Bengal Gazette, Sambandh Kaumudi, Miratul Akbar. Then other ones like Bang Duta, Rast Goftar, Indian Mirror, Bazar Patrika, Amrit Bazar Patrika, Bang Darshan, Kesari, Swadesh Mitra, Yugantar, Indian Socialist, Bande Matram, Gadar, Bahishkrit Bharat, Kudiya Rasu, and Bandi Jivan. So these are some of the important journals and newspaper from appendix 8. Okay, so I think I have told you all the important chapters and additional things under history, and these are important according to me for the CAPFSC examination. Okay, one more thing I want to tell you. If you want to connect with me, then you can actually click on the link I have given in the description. So that is a Telegram link. There you can post your queries. I'll try to answer them, and there you can have interaction with your fellow aspirants as well. Okay, so do tell me how was the video. Did you like it and did you find it helpful? And if so, you can subscribe the channel. You can share it among your friends. See you in the next video.